Welcome back to LearnDash. In this video, we're going to take a closer look at lessons. So if we go to the WordPress dashboard and click on LearnDash LMS lessons, you'll see that we have two lessons pre-populated. First, let's take a look at the tabs across the top of the screen. We have LearnDash categories and tags, and we have WordPress post categories and tags, which are unchecked. We also have the ability to include lessons from search. We're going to do that here. This is totally up to you whether you want to exclude or include lessons and topics from search. It's also worth noting that the content itself will not show up if a student is not enrolled in the course or if the course isn't marked as open or free. We can click on one of our lessons to start editing it. Our permalink is generic for the lesson. That's because we turned on the ability to reuse lessons and topics across multiple courses. If we scroll down, we'll see the lesson options here. We've got lesson materials, which much like course materials is related or supplementary stuff. We can also force a lesson timer, which means that users need to spend a certain amount of time on this lesson before marking complete. They'll also have the ability to upload assignments. If you check this, we'll have a bunch of different options or assignments, like if we can auto-approve it or allow the user to move on. Just for uploading an assignment, we can limit the number of uploaded files, allow students to delete their own assignments, award points, allow certain extensions and sizes, and more. We can also make this lesson a sample lesson, which means that even if the course is closed or paid for, potential students or visitors can still view this lesson for free. The last three options here: make lesson visible X days, after sign up, and make lesson visible on specific date. Both allow us to drip out our course over a certain amount of time. If you have an open enrollment for your course, which means that students can sign up at any time for it, you might want to use make less invisible X days after sign up. This simply says that a student can view this lesson some amount of time after they've signed up for the course. If you have closed enrollment, meaning that students can only sign up for a course within a small window of time, then you can use the make lesson visible on specific date. So if enrollment closes on April 30th and you want them to start on May 1st, you can make the lesson visible on May 1st of that year. We'll take a closer look at enable video progression in the topics video. One more thing before we view this lesson on the front end, you'll notice the associated content box that we saw on the courses page, but we don't see any associated information. Again, this is because our lessons are reusable from course to course in order to see where this lesson falls in a specific course. We can use the course switcher to see the full outline or associated content or that course. When we select our course creating your own podcast, the associated content shows up, and you'll also see that the permalink has changed, but nothing else is affected for our lesson. So we will click update. Now that we are on this specific lesson for the course, we can click view post, and we have the lesson topics, the text, and the ability to mark a lesson complete. You will see that there are two things that are missing, however, and that is the course progress and an easy way to get back to the beginning of the course. We can use short codes if we want to display course progress right on this page. To do that, we'll go to the edit lesson, and underneath our content, we'll add the course progress. Short note, you'll see that we need an ID for the course progress. So what we'll do is we will go to the courses page, and we can click on the course we're looking for. In the URL, you'll see the post equals 108. 108 is the ID that we're looking for here. Now we'll click update and view the post again. Now there is a gray bar that appears, allowing us to see what kind of progress we are making on the course. Since we haven't marked anything complete, this completely gray bar, as we start to make lessons and topics complete, we'll see this fill in. So that's it for this lesson.